one, especially with boxing, because you don't know what's going to go on. You don't know who's going to win. You don't know who's going to lose and where they're going to end up and stuff. So trying to plan your career long-term in boxing and pick individuals.
Just my opinion, I honestly think Fabio Wardley should stop boxing, because from where he started here to where he's got to there, he's better than most people. He's better than most boxers. But I don't think he can go back to the drawing board and learn enough now to forward his career, because he has sustained a lot of damage. He's put himself in the position, do you understand, by getting damaged in fights and having hard fights.
I genuinely think he took way too much punishment, and that's, I mean, that was so severe. If I were him, I'd never fight again.
Fabio Wardley shocked fans by announcing he may retire after his brutal knockout loss to Daniel Dubois. He spoke emotionally after the fight, saying the defeat hurt him both mentally and physically. Wardley admitted that after taking such heavy punishment, he no longer feels ready to continue fighting. For many fans, this was surprising, because he has always been known as one of the toughest fighters in boxing. Now, it looks like he could walk away from the sport completely.
I'll need to total up along the way. There's a few things about my style, about the way I fight and things I do that I'll need to tighten up as well. But look, it all takes time. I'm in no immediate rush. I've still got a lot.
Wardley said it was a very difficult night for him. He explained that during the fight, it took him several rounds just to understand what was happening. He talked about the struggle inside the ring and how hard it was to adjust. Even though he tried to learn and fight back, you could clearly hear frustration in his voice. He described the experience as something very painful and hard to accept, like a bitter moment he won't forget.
Because that means they get to see it again, maybe, and they get another go at it. So, yeah, it's not. It's still a bitter pill to swallow. It's not a lot.
Duke McKenzie gave his honest opinion after the fight. He praised Wardley's heart and bravery but warned that the damage he took was very serious. According to him, this kind of punishment raises real concerns about Wardley's future. Many people are now starting to believe that retirement might be the safer option after such a tough and damaging loss.
Got a heart as big as a bucket, and some of the punches he took last night, he may not come back from, because he was taking right hands, he was eating them so flush. It was quite brutal to watch at times. I've actually felt sorry for Fabio.
Trainer Dominic Ingle shared a very direct and honest view. He said that Wardley should seriously think about stepping away from boxing. While he admitted that Wardley has improved and shown great toughness, he believes the damage from his fights may be too much now. Ingle questioned whether Wardley can still grow at the highest level after taking so many heavy shots.
A difference fighting a world champion, a legitimate world champion for a title, and beating a world champion who's already a world champion. And Fabio Wardley hasn't beat a current world champion to be the champion, has he?
Josie Parker's been a champion.
Yeah, but he wasn't the champion, no. Right.
Barry McGuigan was even more direct. He clearly said he does not think Wardley should fight again. He warned that a rematch would be very dangerous considering how much punishment Wardley has already taken. McGuigan stressed how serious the damage looked and said that, in his opinion, Wardley should leave boxing completely for his own safety.
I genuinely don't think he should take that rematch. I think that's too dangerous. I genuinely think he took way too much punishment, and that was so severe. If I were him, I'd never.
Promoter Frank Warren had a more balanced and supportive reaction. He said he hopes Wardley does not retire, even after such a tough moment. He reminded people that Wardley has been part of some great fights. According to Warren, with the right support and guidance, Wardley could still have a future in boxing. His focus was on helping Wardley stay strong during this difficult time.
I hope that's not going to be the case for him, and if he carries on, we certainly would be looking to help him in that way. But look, he's been involved in some of the great.
Eddie Hearn looked at the situation from a different angle. He said that even before the fight, something didn't feel right. He noticed a lack of confidence and energy around Wardley's camp. Hearn questioned whether taking this fight was the right decision, especially considering how tough and draining it turned out to be both physically and mentally.
How good of a servant has he been to box?
He's a great guy. I just felt this week, I've been around him a lot of fight weeks, I just didn't feel any kind of confidence or buzz. And I think when I heard that this fight was getting made, I thought, That's a strange.
Johnny Nelson gave a technical breakdown of the fight. He said Wardley actually started well, showing good movement, a solid jab, and decent control for a heavyweight. But the main problem came later. Nelson explained that Wardley didn't have a backup plan when things stopped working. Once the pressure increased and he started getting hit cleanly, everything began to fall apart.
Then the fight was stopped in round 10 because his nose was bleeding so badly.
What's next to them? I'm hearing a rematch calls. If not, who do you want to see him fight?
Nobody wants to see the rematch.
Frank Warren also shared a more positive view of the fight itself. He called it an amazing and exciting battle from start to finish. He highlighted the drama, the momentum shifts, and the effort from both fighters. He especially praised how Daniel Dubois fought back after early trouble, while Wardley kept pushing forward despite the pressure. For Warren, it was a true heavyweight spectacle.
Don't blink, it's going to be the most amazing few rounds. It was much better than that. It was just a phenomenal fight, phenomenal to watch, to witness and see these two guys, what they did, bearing their soul and Daniel getting off the floor and canvas and coming back how he did, and it swung both ways to fight, and it was just
Trainer Don Charles strongly defended Wardley. He said no one should question Wardley's heart or commitment. He completely rejected any idea that Wardley gave up. Instead, he praised his mentality and fighting spirit, saying he showed the mindset of a true champion. Charles believes Wardley's story is not over yet and that he still has more to achieve.
Could ever question this young man again? Yeah? All that quitting nonsense, nobody will ever question him again.
Two-time heavyweight champion of the world under you.
It sounds good, doesn't it?
It does. It sounds great.
There's more to come. We were in there with a very dangerous fighter in the name of Fabio Wardley. He should be proud of himself.
Buddy McGirt called it an incredible fight but pointed to the early knockdown as the key moment. He said that after that, Wardley became more predictable and relied too much on one style instead of mixing things up. Still, McGirt praised his toughness and courage. He even suggested that Wardley showed enough heart to deserve another chance, possibly even a rematch.
I think the worst thing that happened was that knockdown in the first round. After that, Wardley was just looking for that right hand. No jabs, no defense, no left hook. Sorry, meat and chicken. You know what I mean? But it was a hell of a fight. He showed the heart of a champion, and I think there should be a rematch.